Hello, and welcome back to Infinite Jest, the project where I Jeffrey the book, Infinite Jest, to you one page at a time, one day at a time, put it up on the YouTubes for you to hear and to enjoy. What is Infinite Jest? It's a book by David Foster Wallace. It's about a lot of things. It's about a family of tennis players, a tennis monster. And that's all you need to know. Tennis monster. Yeah. It's currently August 7th, the year 2020, 7:28 p.m., 1900 hours and 28 minutes. And, gotta be up at 4 in the morning, so, I'm doing this now, yeah, then I'll probably hit the hay, at least attempt to get to bed. But, yeah, this is Infinite Jeff. We're reading page 170 today. And here we go. About anything. Having indulged in 150 milligrams of very mild drins post-transaction. Wearing also gray and blue saddle Oxfords without socks. It's such a mild autumn day. The streets literally bustle. Vendors with carts instead of tubs sell hot pretzels and tonics, and those underboiled Franks Pemulus likes to have them put the works on. You could see the State House and the Common and Courthouse and public gardens, and beyond all that, cool, smooth facades of the Back Bay brownstones. The echoes in the underground Park Place Garage, Park, are pleasantly complex. Traffic westward on Commonwealth Avenue is light, meaning things can move, all the way through Kenmore Square and past Boston U, and up the long, slow hill into Alston and Enfield. When Tavis and Shit and the players and ground crew and Tester and Esksme teams inflate the all-weather lung for the winter over courts 16 through 32, the domed lung's nacelle is visible against the horizon all the way down by the Brighton Avenue, Com Avenue split in lower Alston. Nacelle. Yeah, what was that word? Nacelle. A streamlined housing or tank for something on the outside of an aircraft or motor vehicle. The outer casing of an aircraft engine. Okay, so... Alright. The incredibly potent DMZ is apparently classed as a paramethoxylated amphetamine, but really it looks to Pemulus from his slow and tortured survey of the Med.com's monographs more like the more similar to the anti-chlorinergic deliriant class, way more powerful than mescaline or MDA or DMA or TMA or MDMA or DOM or STP or the IV ingestible DMT or Ololiqui or Datura's scopolamine or fluothane or bufotenine, aka Jackie O, or Ebane, or psilocybin, or Silert. Footnote 56. DMZ resembling chemically some miscegenation of a lysergic with a mucimaloid, but significantly different from LSD-25 in that its effects are less visual and spatially cerebral and more like temporally cerebral and almost ontological, with some sort of manipulated phenylcalamine-like speediness, whereby the ingester perceives his relation to the ordinary flow of time as radically and euphorically, is where the muscimol effective resemblance shows its head. Altered. Footnote 57, blah, 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 blah. The incredibly potent DMZ is synthesized from a derivative of Fitviavi, an obscure mold that grows only on other molds, by the same ambivalently lucky chemist at Sandoz Pharmaceuticals who first stumbled onto LSD as a relatively ephebic and clueless organic chemist while futzing around with ergodic fungi on rye. DMZ's discovery was the tail end of the BS 1960s, just about the same time Dr. Alan Watts was considering Timothy Leary's invitation to become writer-in-residence at Leary's Utopian LSD-25 colony in Millbrook, New York, or what is now Canadian soil. A substance even just the accidental synthesis of which sent the Sandoz chemist into early retirement and serious unblinking wall watching. The incredibly potent DMZ has a popular lay chemical underground reputation as the single grimmest thing to ever be conceived in a tube. It is also now the hardest recreational compound to acquire in North America after raw Vietnamese opium, which, forget it. DMZ is sometimes also referred to in some Metro Boston chemical circles as Madam Psychosis, after a popular very early morning cult radio personality on MIT's student-run radio station WYYY 109, Largest Hole. And that's the end of page number 170 of this book, this jest-filled book of infinite delights. Yeah, so. I'm going to make those sneezes sound crazy in post. Good night.